um, Good morning. It is Thursday. It's the 10th. To be honest, I can't tell you the last time I posted. I think it's been 3 weeks or a little longer. I think it was before Christmas. Hopefully everybody's Christmas and New Year's was well. Um, yeah, I've not posted in at least 3 weeks. I'm guessing. Um, I decided not to post because well, my friends on Facebook would know, and definitely, yeah, some of my friends outside Facebook knows more than, like Jamie and Michelle knows more things, but a lot of my ladies through my Lyme and chat group knows what's been going on. As you see, well, you wouldn't under, ladies, I'm mobile, but not fully on mobile. I'll get it in a second. Um, and I think the last time when I posted was letting you guys know about my left side of my body was just didn't feel like mine and everything, and it enhanced to where it was literally like grinding teeth, bone pain. I could not sit, stand, lay down on my back, my left, my right, nothing. It was constantly nonstop miserable. Um, and then the next day I'd wake up and it was literally like frozen stiff, like somebody had stuck my leg in cement, and dealing with that, and then the electric uh, pain, and then it went from that to it spread across to the right side of my hip. Um, it didn't affect the leg, but the pain was in my right hip. But when it come to my definitely my left side, it affected my left side. Where still as of now, I can when I bend down, I can't bend my right knee to squat down or anything like that because it's not that it locks up, it's just excruciating. Like when I go to bend down or stand back up, it's like it's shattering as it's working. So between that and nosebleeds, migraines, I have a sinus infection. And we found that out because I started if you cough, you know how sometimes you'll get mucus when you cough, and my mucus was tasting like I was swallowing tablespoons of salt. And I'm like, this isn't normal. I know we're supposed to have a salty taste in our mouth, but this is ridiculous. So I have a sinus infection doing finally started having to do a neti pot, Nasonex, allergy medicine, because I've not been taking my shots. So I had a full on sinus infection, which was draining. It wasn't just draining into my throat, which I'm still dealing with. It was draining into my jaw, and I'm still dealing with false jaw pain, as if like there's a jaw infection, tooth infection, or a cavity or something going, and it's on my left side. So I'm constantly having to um oh having to put ointment on it. Um, the ointment is not working, or the tooth numbing, tooth pain, whatever that's called. I can't remember what it's called. I don't even know where I have it at. Is not working. It works for a few minutes and then it just gets so bad. And so I've still got some CBD oil. And no, I'm not selling anything, blah, blah, blah. But so I started last night putting CBD oil because it's in a dropper. And I mean, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to show the brand. It's in one of these droppers. And I've been dropping it along my jawline and then putting it on my finger and rubbing it on the top jawline. And it seems to be lasting longer than the toothache, tooth pain, whatever, Ambisol, not Ambisol, but the other form, medicine. It seems to be working. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's just been rough. And between that and then my shoulder blades are nonstop, constantly back here, are constantly on fire. Um, it got to the point where my husband wanted to take me to the doctors. I refused because I knew anybody who has bone issues, bone disease, any form of um, arthritis, whether it be due to Lyme or before or not, which I have multiple different categories of bone issues. Um, I knew it was because my left knee, you could, and my leg, you could see it was inflamed, and by not just by seeing it, feeling, looking, and feeling puffy, but my skin looked like red patches, not a rash patch, but through the whole inflammation part, and then my feet would go dark bluish purple. My right hand would do it. Um, it's just been one thing after another. And between my husband going to class and then, him on his hiatus until spring, starting his new job, and then him going to class like today, he's doing one exam that lasts till 10, 11 o'clock, and then he comes home, and then next month he does one more. I think next month's his last one, and then he's done with all that. Excuse me, and then he starts like somewhere into into February, 1st of March, his new job. So I mean, as annoying and as stressful, and I'm a get out of my bubble, go visit somewhere else, go. I'm grateful he's been here these past 3 weeks, um, because especially between that and then my new symptoms I've had to deal with is I deal with a lot of spasms, as you guys know, if you follow my channel, and a lot of us deal with spasms, muscle spasms, but these were some freaky, funny spasms. And I will say this, I know a lot of us are at the point of giving up. I've been that way these past 3 weeks. This is my third day, actually not couch bound. And a lot of my friends know that. I have literally been heat pan on the backside, one under heat on top, and or ice on top, heat on the bottom of my knee, constant pain cream for the shoulder blades, the neck, you name it. So you do it through when you go more than a couple days or a week of nonstop, excuse my French, hell, because that's what it is. It's hell when you have a flare up. And I don't mean a flare up of 2, 3 days. I mean a week's worth. And then the week stretches to 14 days, or 2 weeks to stretches to 3 weeks. And it seems like every day it started with a teeth grinding feeling, and then it went to your foot feels like, and I guess you guys call it foot drop. I've not looked into it, but my whole left leg was, when I stood up, and like I said before on my following videos, I couldn't stand straight with it. Boy, it went from that to feeling like somebody had tied a boat anchor to my left leg, and I'm having to drag my leg. It was horrible. And then I just couldn't explain it. But it went from that, and then went to the back, and went from the back to my shoulders, my neck, my hands. Dealing with swollen, inflamed arthritis, or rheumatoid arthritis, as it's called, that they've diagnosed in my hands, and it's mostly my left hand. And that's why, another reason why you never see me wear my wedding band, because I really cannot wear rings on my hands, because all my old rings and my wedding bands and everything will go on, and then it's like they swell. So my husband had went out sometime this week, I don't even know what today is, Thursday, and had my wedding band enlarged a size, because we had to cut my original one off. I was getting in a good habit of taking my rings off before I go to bed, or doing anything that has to do with my hands. And my hands swole up, and we literally, I have a titanium band that has the um, roller band inside it, because it's crosses. It's a titanium band, and then you got the roller that you can spin roll, and it's got crosses on it. And we had to cut that off my hand. So earlier this week, my husband says, "Well, what's the size of your wedding band that we had to cut off?" I told him, and so he went and got ordered a new one, a size bigger than my original, and then also on top of it got me a little temporary, because I feel naked. You guys never see me with wedding band, and got me a temporary one that's, no matter, in today, trust me, my hand is swollen, especially right there, that will still not swell my hand up. So between had to cut my wedding band off, he's ordering a new one, a size larger, due to my hands. It's just been horrible. But back to I'm scatterbrained, guys. I'm sorry. I'm on a second step up of the memory neurological medicine for my brain. And as you guys know, I'm still taking Berber Panella on top of it. So it's been doing good, but with these past 3 weeks, I'm like scatterbrained. But my new thing I had to deal with symptoms is new muscle spasms. And I told I told Michelle this. It was only on my right side, my right hip, or from my hip up to my right underneath my breast, and right side of my breast. And it was only on my right side, and it was only literally this wide. So it was just my rib cage. It started, and it was like I had a cat inside just going like this. It didn't hurt, but it constantly did that all the side of my right side of my rib. And then it switched over. And if anybody ever did this as a kid, and if you didn't, you lying, because I did. An 8-volt battery, you know, the square batteries, stick to your tongue to see if it's still got juice. It started doing that. And it was like an 8-volt battery every time, like my insides. It was my ribs, but then it went from my ribs to half my guts, just my right side of my guts. And it went zzz, zzz. And it wasn't painful, but it was annoying. And I'm like, okay, why is this doing this? Why is it only on my right side? What is this 8-volt battery inside my guts, and why is it licking it? And I mean, that's just, I look at everything, and yes, and trust me, like I said, this has been hell, especially the couch bound, barely able to walk, having your better half help you bathe, take your clothes off, put your clothes on, ask you, are you okay going to take a pee? Because you've got to literally pull your pants off if you're peeing, guys, and you got to sit there and hope nothing locks up, nothing goes screaming in pain or crying because you got this side of your arm out of your shirt or whatever, your bra, which bra was completely out these past 3 weeks. I wasn't going to bother with no bra. You can just see it shine. That's how I felt. Excuse it, but so it's like I got this arm out of my shirt and I can't move this arm because this arm's locked up, and because my shoulder's on fire and it's locked my right side of my neck up, so I can't move this arm. And I'm sitting there crying, just take it off. And he's like, just go naked. And I mean, we've had 4 or 5 days of nonstop 60 degrees. I'm like, I can't do this. Just take my clothes off. Put me some clothes on. It's been miserable. But like I said, this is my 3rd day being mobile due to my better half. He saw me too much not being able to walk, not able to maneuver, bend down, squat down, do anything. So he's like, I know it's painful, but you need to start moving because you're locking up and stiffening up more the longer you lay or sit. Even though it hurts to sit, stand, walk, move, bend, whatever, he was like, you need to move. Not a lot, just so it became little bitty movements I started it Sunday, and that's I ended up finally, I think it was Sunday or Monday, I finally made it out to the front porch. It was like 67 degrees, and just sat there for the day and enjoyed the warmth. But the movement has helped with the stiffness, but it's there, but it's not so bad. Um, like right now, my left back shoulder blade is on fire, and that could be from me doing this that easy right now. It's just everything feels like it's falling apart, or it's peeling off the bone, rotting, whatever you call it. But I mean, I still have my humor. That's the only thing that keeps me going is my humor. And my husband's had to take care of me these past 3 weeks. He really has. I mean, I've been down, 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 and I'm talking about surgeries. Through surgeries, broke everything, anything, you name it. I've been down, but these past 3 weeks was the worst down I've had, and but and it's been sad. I've been tearful. I'm ready to throw in the towel and go find a highway to go walk into. I mean, it gets bad. But then at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going to let it win or without a fight. So, uh, but other than that, I mean, the like these past 3 days now that I'm somewhat movable, and I am a little bit more movable today than I have these past 2 days. Um, Last night I'm like, this house needs cleaned, even though he cleans it. He's a man. I'm like, well, I'm not going to clean it much. Let me just pop some wax oils in my thing, turn my diffuser on, which has been a non-stop godsend between that and my dehumidifier. Dehumidifier. The humidifier, the dehumidifier he bought me just recently. And then guys, I went dumb. All you fill it up with water, put essential oils in it, and it steams out. I forgot the name already, and I'm looking right at it because mine has an LED changeable colors. Mine changes colors. Right now it's purple, then it goes blue, whatever that is, up there. And I opened because my entertainment center's right here with my TV on it, and I have 1, 2, 3 drawers. But the bottom 2 drawers is one drawer, huge deep drawer, and then you got the top one. So I'm like, well, just light a candle, until I feel better, and I'll clean. And I had posted last night, I'm addicted to candles, because my bottom drawer, which is a good, it's like, I'm going to do it like this way, but make sure it's deep, about like that, deep. I have a good 4 dozen candles, and I don't mean little candles, I mean candles. And all these essential oil candles, because I love the homemade essential oil candles, because we have a candle maker here in town, and I can't even remember, not Log Cabin. I think it may be Log Cabin. I don't know. I got their candles here, and she makes it with pure essential oils. I've got every candle she's ever had, every wax melts, all in there. And then I've got these, you name it. I didn't realize how many candles, and I'm like, why do you keep letting me buy candles? He's like, you like candles. So I learned that. I mean, I've kept my humor. I'm trying to be as quick as possible because this is running to 20 minutes. But third day, it is feels like 19 outside. Supposed to get rain, sleet, snow mixture Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In my dreams. It can stay in my dreams. I don't really want it. And then next Wednesday we're back up in the 50s again. So, but everybody that's having it bad, going through a rough patch, take some time off. Deal with the rough patch. Breathe. Just take some time to focus what you're fighting on. Don't give up, but take a break. Even if that's to take a break from all your medicines, take your gluten, keto, whatever diet out, and throw it out the window. It could be a week, it could be a couple days, it could be however long. But reflect, take some time for you. Remember, hey, so this is how it is to be human. I just ate a cheeseburger. But remember to always get back on track. Don't just completely throw it all out at the window and just throw caution to the wind. And if you go downhill, you go downhill. No, because you have that choice. Take some time, think, breathe, be human for a little bit, but don't forget to get back on track. Still fight, continue fighting, and not give up. Because even though I wanted to give up and throw in the towel and walk in the middle of a freeway, I still didn't stop my treatments as much as I wanted to. My whole eating habit is now keto, except for I'm waiting on the keto coffee from my friend Jessica online. So, take some time, breathe, reflect, remember how it is to be a human, but then always remember to go back and keep fighting and not letting it win. It may never go away, but you're going to go down fighting. And that's a warrior. And we do have to throw away, just throw our hands up. And it's not that we lost or we're giving up. It's just we need time to remember and center and focus ourselves to continue. Because sometimes if we feel like that's all we're doing is waking up, battle, 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 go to bed, battle, 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 it's kind of a rut and you're tired of that rut. So take time off, stop doing everything, take a breather, but also make sure you come back, and however way, whether it's to throw in the towel on what treatments you were doing or what methods you were doing and try something else, do it. So I'm exhausted already, guys, and my back is killing me. But I love you. I almost said sweet dreams. Hopefully you have a beautiful, warm day. Send me some sunshine, please. Not sunshine, some warmth, because I don't like this cold. Find your silver lining, your shimmy, your shake, your sprinkle, your sparkle. Silver lining is day 3 of being mobile. My silver lining is day 3, even though it's morning, of being mobile. And hopefully I will progress and get back to some form of what mobility I was instead of being down. Because when you can't walk or move, or the floor is constantly rolling underneath you, which that has been an annoyance altogether, you're just done, you're finished, you're fed up. So I'm finally getting through to the other end of these bad 3 weeks of bed and couch bound, not being able to move. But I could hope to continue to get better. But for all those who are going through a rough patch right now, remember, we're all praying for you. We've all been there. We're either been there or going through it now. And we're here to support each other, one and all. And my prayers to every single one of you. And again, I do apologize. I've not posted for the past 3 weeks, but that's what's been going on. There's so much more going on. I don't really have the patience or the time or the brain to really sit here and explain it all. But I love you guys, and hopefully it won't take another 3 weeks to post again. Be good, guys. Love you.